Dr. R. For my last video, I will be describing um, the, some of the structures and features of the cow's eye. So for the first video, I will show you the anterior view and the posterior view of the eye. On the posterior view of the eye, you could see the optic nerve, which carries messages from the eye to the brain. As we go further down the video, you will see me try to attempt to cut the cornea, which is pretty tough, and I believe it helps protects the eye. So as I successfully cut up the cornea, a clear liquid was released called the aqueous humor, which is mostly clear like or water looking. You could see the paper towel getting wet, and underneath the cornea you could see the aqueous chamber, where the clear liquid came from. And on the next video, you will see me try to cut the sclera of the eye right in the middle. This part was pretty difficult as well. Mostly on this video, you will try to, mostly in this video, you will just see me try to cut up the sclera. So as I successfully opened the sclera, you could see the interior view of the eye, where you could see the vitreous humor, the interior sclera. So this is the vitreous humor, and actually in the middle you could see the lens, and here is the retina, and this is actually, here is the corneas. There's a little opening right there. That's the cut that I made earlier. That's the sclera. I'm sorry, the cornea. And then on the next video, you will see me try to pull out the iris, which was pretty tough as well. The iris had a pretty good grip to the cornea. So as you can see, as I successfully pull out the iris, you could see this black layer is the iris, and then in person, actually the cornea looks a little clear, and then the sclera we'll actually go back to this video because I wanted to show you or tell you what was interesting about doing this dissection. So I found that the lens was pretty interesting. I was assuming that the lens was more clear and softer, but after separating the vitreous humor and the lens, show you. So this is the vitreous humor, which is also where the lens is also intact here. The vitreous humor was jelly-like, although it wasn't clear. And then the lens, like I said, I was assuming it was clear and softer. It was actually the opposite of it. You could see that it's more hard and opaque. And that concludes our video for this class, and have a good night.